You were listening to a Nerd Room podcast, a member of the Star Wars Commonwealth Podcast Network. Be sure to check out more from the Star Wars Commonwealth on the web at starwarscommonwealth.com and take your first steps into a larger world. Hey everyone, and welcome to Nerd Room. We talk all things Star Wars, Marvel, and DC. This is episode number 152. We're discussing the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. I'm one of your hosts, Tim.
I'm Troy.
And I'm Sunjay.
In fine form, as always. Welcome to the table, gentlemen. We've got a very exciting episode tonight. We're catching some of that Far From Home heat. We have adjusted our schedules just a tad. Now, we recorded our 2019 most anticipated episode back-to-back with our 2018 year in review. Just because we're trying to get in front of some of this content. We've got babies on the way. We're trying to make sure we're still hitting episodes every Thursday. But with this trailer dropping here on Tuesday, the same day we record, we decided we're going to try to catch some of that, get it while it's hot, talk about it while it's top of mind, and we're actually going to switch our 2019 episode till next week. That's the episode where we do our fantasy draft. We talk about what we're looking forward to in film, comics, and collecting. So you'll be getting that, although it will sound somewhat confusing because of the references we make in it to the previous episode, which is now this one we're recording.
Should we give them like a little taste? You know, like when you're walking around the supermarket and they have like those cheese samples?
Yeah.
Should we give them like a little taste? Like, what was the number one film taken from a box office fantasy draft? Should we just drop that? Like,
I think so. I think.
What do you think it was?
Ah.
What do you guys? What did you take? I can't even remember. Was it you who had first pick?
No, it was Troy. It was
Was it
Avengers
Troy?
Endgame. Of course it was.
Well, I can't give it out, right? This is like the Far From Home trailer. Like, does this take place
You
before
could be
or
like Tom
after?
Holland and just like leak it. You know?
Yeah, there we go.
You know, and far from the end game, I guess we could say.
Let's just say it's Endgame.
Right? Like, would it be
It's
anything
definitely,
else?
definitely number one.
Yeah.
So you guys have that to look forward to next year. We actually won't be recording next episode. We actually won't be recording an episode next week because I got to fly to London to meet up with Spider-Man and all that.
Far From Home.
Yes.
You could record it on the plane. They have phones now on the plane.
Phone's Wi-Fi is what we need. Skype call. Maybe we could do. We'll look into that.
Just
But we-
delay the flight. You're like, hold on, Tim needs to record the podcast.
Got to talk a little bit of Spider-Man. No, it's going to be an absolute ton this week because there's a lot of news. We haven't done a full news episode in almost a month, guys. We had 2 film reviews, followed by 2018 year in review. We did do our 2019. That's going to be next week. But now we're going to do a full news episode. So we're back to our regular scheduled programming with a huge trailer to talk about. We've been anticipating this for weeks. It was rumored to come out off the back end of that Endgame trailer that dropped.
Yeah.
But it's been delayed. I almost forgot about this trailer. And then we heard the rumors yesterday started to kick up. Tom Holland was on Twitter. He responded to a couple of fans. You know those guys that do those kind of demand videos?
I saw them on Twitter. the
Oh,
other day.
what do they do?
They did one for Infinity War. It's these 2 guys. I don't know where they're from, but
Let's
they,
just pick a place. Denmark.
I think they're British, but
Same thing.
I'm sure the Brits will hate that. But
Or the Dens. Or are they called Dens or Danes?
Danish?
Danish?
I don't know.
Danish?
Anyways, they're put together these videos where they kind of jokingly demand the trailer, and they're quite funny actually. But they ended up getting themselves invited to the Infinity War premiere because of that, and they did one for Endgame, and I believe it was the same guys that did it for Far From Home. And Tom Holland responded to them saying, "Let me talk to Sony."
Nice.
And then he says, I talked to Sony. And then he said at 5:45 Pacific Standard Time today, Tuesday, that he's doing a live Instagram live thing or whatever. And then the trailer dropped with it. So it kind of all rolled out quite nicely, actually.
I was just waiting for your text. I was like, come on, Tim. Hit me.
Well, I was on board with the Twitter gang. We were kind of talking about something else. And then in the feed got blasted in that the Homecoming, I think Stu Baca threw in the poster.
Nice.
Far From Home. And then, as soon as the poster drops, we know the trailer's coming soon.
Amen.
And then the trailer hit, boom, I texted you guys.
Yes.
It was all over from there.
Yes.
We rearranged our whole episode. We're actually gonna do an MCU retrospective episode tonight, but we got to talk about this, and there's lots of other things to talk about. Your boy Aquaman, he is now $1 billion man.
My man.
Swimming in that cash like Scrooge McDuck.
He certainly is. Captain Marvel, we touched on the trailer when we did our 2019 stuff, but we're actually going to retouch on it here and talk about some of the posters, the anticipation for that. There's a lot going into this. People are saying this is doing over 150 million in its opening weekend. Huge. So we'll see who picked that in the draft.
Ooh,
We will
spoilers.
see.
Yeah.
We will see. We
Yeah,
will see.
well, I predicted pretty low though, because I remember
Yeah.
a while back I said something crazy like 70,
Yeah.
maybe. So
It's going
we'll
high.
see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Can we make trades in the box office draft?
We don't. It hasn't happened in real life yet, so.
Well, maybe we
In
should.
pod life. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe we'll throw that out there. I'll sweeten the pot like a trade, like a movie plus like I don't know, a candy bar.
Candy
for one
bar.
of your movies.
Steel books.
No, I'm not giving
Legends.
those up.
Black Series. We'll see.
Hot
we'll see.
toys.
No.
We're also going to talk a little bit about the Punisher Season 2 trailer.
Yes.
This drops on Netflix on Saturday. Looks pretty good. We'll get into it. We're going to do a little bit of Loki talk if we have some time. And we got to hit our Star Wars Commonwealth Knight of the Commonwealth question of the month. This comes to us courtesy of Jeff Keltz, the Metal Mando. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And then, yeah, we're going to break down this trailer and also as a detail. There's a ton to unpack here. But first, guys, like we always do on our news episodes, back to the regular format, we got to hear a little bit about our weeks in Nerd.
You guys looking at me like I should say something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sonny, it's all you.
right, so this week, what a week. What a week. Ladies and gentlemen, curl up to the fireplace and listen to my warm, oaky undertone voice as I regale you with stories about my week in Nerd. That's pretty good, eh?
It is good because I don't know where you're going.
Neither did I just kept going. Sounds like the first time I did it. No, I'm just kidding.
Sometimes your jokes like kind of slide under, and then it takes me 2 or 3 seconds to
Right?
get it.
Register?
Because you're kind of giggling under your that was funny. And they're like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty funny.
You're the best, man. You're the best.
You said that right in front of Troy. He's right there.
Yeah.
You hurt his feelings. Like he's
okay.
sad now.
That's all you.
Troy's
man.
got all the
Sad
comments on the wall.
Troy. Hello, darkness. My
What did
old
you pick up
friend.
this week, man?
Well, what didn't I pick up? I picked up some steelbooks.
Of course you did.
So I got me the Halloween steelbook. Scary movie. I watched it for the first time. It's good.
This is the one with what's her face back?
Jamie Lee Curtis
Yes.
is back. Michael Myers. So this takes place right after the first one. So sequels 2 through 9 or however many they made after no longer can, and they like just like
They retconned it all.
they retconned it all. Like screw it, this is the new one. I loved it. I thought it was really good. And a movie that I also thought was really good, which you two did not, was Venom steelbook. We can all agree that's a sick steelbook.
It's cool.
Yes, yeah, I do like that
Good.
one.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. But I'm not here just to talk about steelbooks. Here to talk about Titans. And not just the
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans, but the Titans of Netflix.
Yeah, they're on Netflix. They're the
Yeah.
DC Universe show.
If you're in Canada, they're on Netflix. If you're in the States, they're on the DC streaming universe service. So I watched the first 2 episodes. I'm not even going to ask Tim if he watched it. Cause
I'm going to watch
no,
watch it,
yeah,
actually.
yeah. Just like I'm going to watch Punisher and Daredevil.
I didn't even know it was on Netflix, actually.
Really?
I knew. I saw you put up Young Justice
Yeah.
dropped onto Netflix as well, right?
YTV.
YTV.
Yeah.
Why does DC's streaming service not being like? Why would they just sell their stuff to Netflix Canada?
I think maybe they make more money, or I know with Canada they have certain laws, like certain content percentage has to be Canadian. Like if you listen to the radio, like every I don't even know what the percentage is.
12th song is Nickelback.
Yeah, well, it's true. Nickelback or Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
I will not sit here and have you guys badmouth Nickelback again, okay? We are all going to the next Nickelback concert. I've had to drag you two there myself.
Ever.
They're good. So yeah, Titans first 2 episodes. I actually liked it. It was a little bit getting used to it because I'm so used to the Teen Titans Go series that I watched with my
upbeat.
daughter. So upbeat and like happy. See these guys go like full hard R. It's like a big 180, but
F Batman.
yeah,
It's a lot of F's.
yeah. Is the action and the violence is very gory.
It is.
Like it has like Robin like rubbing someone's face on like brick wall, and it's like bleeding and stuff. It's dark.
Is it overly gratuitous with that? Is it like too much? Is it Punisher level of gore where it shouldn't be?
just under I'm on episode 6 now or so, maybe even about 6, and it's almost like borderline Punisher.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like Daredevil on a bad day. You know? Yeah.
You know,
extra mad.
at first I was like taken back, but the more I thought of it, I was like, if this is the way they want to go with it, the little kids can watch Teen Titans Go. You know, the teens and like other people can watch Young Justice, and like the 18 pluses can watch Titans. So everyone's got a Titans now. And notice how they took away the teens because teens can't even watch this. It's so graphic. I love it. I think it's good. You were talking about before you saw.
Yeah, man.
6?
You know, I gotta say, I'm hooked ever since a certain Boy Wonder made their appearance in the show. So I'm not gonna spoil who it is, but right when that character drops into the show, that's when things start to turn around for me. I actually like what they've done with it. Can I just say it? I think we've seen it.
Yeah.
Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Jason Todd. Yeah.
Jason Todd pops up in this show, and when he comes in, man, he steals the show for me. Like, this
Yeah.
guy is awesome, and he's a little more lighter than Dick Grayson, which is weird because Dick Grayson, that's my problem. Like, I'm a huge Nightwing fan, and he's way too dark in this. He's doing things that are actually out of character, I would have to say, but it fits the story purpose of where they're going. So I guess I can let it slide a little bit. But all around, man, this is cool. The first couple episodes, maybe even the first one, feels like a glorified fan film. I don't want to like, you know, poo-poo on like fan films or anything like that. But the budget and kind of like the shots are a little iffy. There's some shots in there that I've seen that I'm like a little questionable. But the overall story's cool. I love how the team comes together. Like, the chemistry is great with everybody.
Yeah.
Starfire is actually surprisingly really cool too. I like what they've done with her. She gets better and better. But all around, man, I gotta say, like, the story for me is best when it's talking about Dick Grayson and the flashbacks.
Yeah.
And the whole Bat family. To me, that's when they're in the element. Outside of that, it's a little flaky, but I'm only like halfway through. So
Nice. I hope we get season 2.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I hope we get a movie. Like, I would love to see like a big. I think maybe this is like a proving ground for them. So like, hey, look, Dick Grayson can carry his own show. Maybe he can carry his own movie.
So you mean a movie based off of this franchise, like the series?
No,
or just
like
its
just like a
own?
spinoff. Like, keep these guys in their own like universe. They're doing great where they're at.
Right.
And then like throw in like a Nightwing in the DC extended universe.
Definitely, we need that.
You have to.
Definitely.
Or even like the Titans. Like, you have Cyborg already. You know, he could. I think he's gonna be in season 2. They said. Cyborg.
Yeah, I've seen the photo. It's not Photoshop.
Well, that was
it's a
from.
poster.
Isn't that Doom Patrol? That those photos are from.
I see. It's weird because the poster said Doom Patrol, but I guess you're not there yet, so I can't really spoil anything.
It won't spoil. I'm actually gonna watch this.
Yeah, go check it out.
I'll watch the first episode tonight.
All right, awesome.
Cool.
And,
Stick with it though.
Yeah.
I gotta say, make sure you stick with it. If you're kind of like iffy about it with the first couple episodes, just stick through, man. Because I'm telling you, when Jason Todd shows up, that's when things they turn around.
Nice.
Nice.
The other show I watched, DC show Young Justice. So it's a show me and Troy have been like, you know, carrying the flag for saying it has to come back. It has to come back. It finally came back. And it did not disappoint.
Nice.
The first 2 episodes are just as good as anything from the previous 2 seasons, in my opinion. I love it. I can't wait to see more of this. I haven't finished season 2, to be honest with you. I think I'm missing like 10 episodes, but I was just like, I'll just watch this. So.
Oh, really? You haven't finished season 2?
No, I think I like meant to, and then I just like forgot about it. So now I'm like watching them concurrently.
There's
like
a big twist in that one.
I know, and I kind of think I know the twist, but it's just like, whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's great. Batman is just so badass in it. It's just
man.
It's like the only DC show. Well, I guess there was the Justice League Unlimited, but I love how it's just like lesser characters get a say in it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the one thing with DC. It's always the Trinity, the Trinity, the Trinity. This is like everyone but the Trinity. You know, they're still in it, but like there's so many cool cameos and stuff. I love it.
Well, now with the success of Aquaman 2, they have to get these characters out there, right? They have to get kids asking for Cyborg standalones or whomever, right? I'm not too familiar with the kind of lesser known CD list characters there, but
they're all A-list.
Red Tornado.
They've got to get them out there, right? They got to get that into the consciousness of children. They got to action figures and so on and so forth, right? So once those become prominent, they become film worthy, right?
Yeah.
So like Aquaman 5 years ago wasn't film worthy. Now he's worth over $1 billion.
He's not even in Young Justice. Like, this may not be a spoiler. I don't know. Maybe it is, but they mentioned it on the like trailer. That someone
That was a mistake.
Yeah, someone may or may not have taken up the mantle. Well, it's in like the first like 10 minutes of the first episode, but someone takes up the mantle of Aquaman, so he's not there anymore.
Well, we'll see him.
He'll come back
shoehorned
magically.
into
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, we got to get him back in there.
I was under ice for the last 2 years, and I'm back now.
You got anything else for this week, man?
Yeah, trades, man. I just picked up a lot of trades, a lot of comic books. Shout out to Grabs, one of our listeners and pals over on Twitterland, Twitter gang. I finally picked up 3 volumes of Astonishing Ant-Man.
Nice.
Written by Nick Spencer,
Yeah,
the
Nick
dude
Spencer.
from Secret Empire.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give him a shot because I'm not completely thrilled with his Amazing Spider-Man run yet. I had mixed feelings about Secret Empire, but all around I enjoy his writing. I think it's okay. So I can't wait to see what he does with Scott Lang. I
read those.
Sorry?
I've read the first trade or 2 of the Ant-Man stuff from
Oh,
Nick Spencer.
really?
Yeah.
It's not bad?
It's good. It's very self-aware.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
which is
cool.
quite kind of cool.
Do you find this Scott Lang is very similar to the MCU portrayal?
They start to parallel.
Yeah.
I don't know if Grabs will share that opinion or not, but they do start to parallel, similar to what they did with Tony Stark, Thor,
with everything.
Captain America. They did with everyone, right? You see a lot of parallels showing up because people are transitioning in, right? A lot of those comics, I think that Nick Spencer comic, if I'm not mistaken, probably showed up around 2015 when Ant-Man debuted. So it's jumping on point, Scott Lang jumping on point for new comic book readers as they come out of the film straight into the comic book shops looking for more of a particular character, right?
Yeah.
So they do a lot of reboots that align with things like that. Like, look, Infinity Wars, we got this comic series running right now that's coming off the back end of Infinity War.
Right, featuring a lot of big time characters.
Exactly. So that's what they do. Of course, it's a business, right?
Yeah, and it's Disney. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then I picked up I picked up one weird thing, not really weird, but Super Mario for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, nice.
A lot of fun, like the whole family can play, so that's really
Cool.
cool. I've been playing. I played it just before I actually got here, which is cool. I should have been reading my show notes actually a little bit more than playing video games. And then I also picked up 10th anniversary Marvel Legends of Thor, Thor and Lady Sif.
You get a good deal?
You know what? It was $45, which isn't bad. But the thing is, I took back something, and I ended up getting a lot more credit than I thought. I ended up getting like $7 off on top of that. So I took the credit. So I got it for a pretty good price. It's cool now because I can finally fit that Thor dual pack with like a couple other ones. Cause I think in total now I have like 4 figures, so they kind of fit really nice on the shelf. So maybe the only thing left I'll get is the cap that you have, the cap and
Crossbones there.
Crossbones.
Yeah.
And then I'm good because I've seen the Age of Ultron one, but I'm not willing to pay like $40.
They're stacked. So the Iron Man one, the Cap one, and a few others are stacked pretty deep at the Walmart.
Yes. Still sitting high though.
Oh yeah, still sitting at $70.
Yeah.
They'll come down though, but there's like 10 of each.
Yeah.
So that'll eventually come down.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to cut down on the Marvel Legends. That's the thing. But it's tough.
It's hard. It's hard, man.
It's tough, man. Once you're addicted, and it's tough. We should have like a meeting. Like, what are those called?
No, you're next on the intervention for
the
Steelbooks.
intervention. Yeah, we know you have one. This is actually Troy's intervention on
close down
Marvel
your store.
Legends. Yeah.
Sunjay.
What'd you grab, man? You went on the hunt on this weekend.
Yeah, man. I was out. I didn't grab too much. It's a bit more of a peruse around what's swinging from the pegs and that. I was looking. I had money burn a hole in my pocket.
Yeah, man.
And I did come up with some of the Lego brickheads. I got a Vader and a Thanos one.
Nice.
So they're kind of like a hybrid of Funko Pop and Lego.
Yeah.
And as I'm trying to focus down things here, Vader and Thanos have floated to the top along with Captain America as some of the key focus in the nerd room. And I'm trying to rearrange, as you guys can't see, but the two of them in here can, is that I've got it half ripped apart in here. I'm taking down certain things. I'm trying to narrow. Every so often I like to declutter. I'm going to put up a few more shelves and just kind of get this down to a bit more of a focus 2019. You hear all about our 2019 nerdy resolutions and all that in next week's episode, but that goes along with what I'm doing in here. And yeah, just trying to catch up on comic books, man. Troy was out doing a little bit of hunting for me. I'm having a hard time finding the Infinity Wars event stuff. This is the 2018 run, the event there. I fell behind about 6 months, and I can't find a couple of the issues, but Troy was able to grab me some, so I'm only short 2 there now, and then I'll have that whole run, and I can actually start reading it, because I finished the Countdown, Infinity War Countdown, and I want to get into this, because I really enjoyed that Cosmic into the event. So,
Are you going to do Infinity Warps, or are you going to skip out on
I'll
that
probably
one?
skip that. I'll see how integral it is. Yeah. If they're just side stories, then I may pass on them and just wait for them to come out in Marvel Unlimited.
Yeah.
And backfill from there instead of buying them.
Yeah.
But we'll see. And the other thing I saw when I was out in the hunt actually was Captain Marvel merch starting to drop.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, I saw Funko Pops at EB Games. So they're hitting. They look pretty good. I didn't grab them though. I know our dude Carlos here in Calgary did pick up some, or his family picked up some. And I also saw Legos. That first set came out with, I think it's a Quinjet, Nick Fury's in it, Captain Marvel, Skrull, and her cat as well.
No Agent Coulson?
No Agent Coulson.
Is there a Lego one of him yet?
I don't know. The only one would have been... No, I don't think so. There would have been the SHIELD helicarrier that got behind me here, but no Coulson yet. But we'll see. So we're getting March 8th or something it comes out, I believe.
You guys got your tickets?
No, I can't commit to anything in that March time space.
Yeah,
right now.
same. Yeah,
Yeah, you're in the same boat.
Yeah.
It's like if the wife goes a little early, I just don't want to fork out any cash to commit to anything. So I'll probably have to slide off on my own to watch that. But we will be reviewing that nonetheless for sure. But
or we'll just like copy someone else's review and say it's ours.
Never ever. We do not plagiarize here in the nerd room. We
It's not
frown upon that.
plagiarizing if it's they never find out.
Yes, it's still plagiarizing. No matter what, it's like the tree. Doesn't make
You
a sound
are
when
the
whistle
Captain
blows, whatever.
America
I am
of the
altruistic, man.
podcast,
Yeah.
and I'm the Iron Man.
Yeah, a little bit more of a dick though.
I didn't catch the
Anyways.
last remark, but I'm gonna rewind that.
All right, guys, before we jump into the news here, I just got a few house cleaning items to discuss with regards to Star Wars Commonwealth.
Yeah.
There's two big announcements here. The first one is an announcement that it's not particularly fun to make, but one of our close friends, Tim McMahon, who runs the Less Than 12 Parsecs podcast, has decided to depart podcasting for the time being due to personal reasons, and he will be leaving that podcast behind. I'd really encourage, and I'll link his show below. Go listen to his last episode there. So he will be leaving. We'll save him a seat, though. You know, I've invited him onto the podcast if he ever wants to come on and just talk nerd, talk storage, just to get away from real life, whatever. He will come back. He did say, though, he said kind of give a time frame between 3 months and 10 years. So, but we want to wish Tim all the best. It's been great listening to him, being part of the network with them. And hopefully we'll see you back at the mic sooner rather than later.
All the
Yeah.
best, man.
Well said. Yeah.
All right, and the next big announcement here. This is a little bit more exciting. Sandcrawler podcast. These are two dudes, Mike Tarkin and Dengar Dan. I've listened to them for quite a while. Actually, they're a collecting podcast. They have joined the Star Wars Commonwealth Podcast Network. So they just came on this week. As of Monday was their official start date. I listened to the most recent episode talking Power of the Force 2. If you are a collector, especially when going back, I think these guys are big Power of the Force collectors, Power of the Force 2 collectors.
With the puffy chest.
Yeah, big puffy
nice.
chests there.
Wicked.
These guys are just brilliant podcasters. They're really knowledgeable, ton of fun. We got to get online with them at some point and talk some
I'd love
collecting
to.
and all that.
What's the names again, sir?
Sandcrawler podcast.
And
Nice.
the host's names?
Dengar Dan and Mike Tarkin. Is
Like
what-
Tarkin. I thought I heard that.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a name.
Yeah.
Is that his real last name?
No,
Oh,
no.
I want that.
That's
you
what
could
they
marry
go
him,
by.
and then you can take his last name.
But make sure you go over to the StarWarsCommonwealth.com website, click on shows. You can find them in there, or you click on their individual webpage there, and you can find their latest episodes. And as we kind of roll through this, more and more content will get rolled out there for the Soundcrawlers. So we just like to give them a big welcome to the Star Wars Commonwealth.
Awesome. Welcome, guys. I can't wait to check out your content. I love the Power of the Force stuff.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, the most recent episodes actually they talk about a lot of the Power Force
Nice.
2 stuff, some vehicles. It's just
It's awesome.
great stuff.
That's awesome. Because, going back, because you got me really back into like the Black Series. Well, I was never into the Black Series, but you got me back into Star Wars collecting, and I never knew the names of the Power of the Force. I had like a Luke Return of the Jedi, but I didn't know the names of like that line. So
Yeah.
you're like Power of the Force 2, I
2,
think?
yeah.
And I was just like, man, cool. It's never left me since. Like, just
That's those red card
nostalgic.
backs, the green card backs.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Ah, so cool.
Brilliant
so cool.
stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah.
Excited.
Very
Yes.
excited.
Yeah, we're gonna have a drink for their arrival.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Clink.
All right, man, let's jump into some of the news for this week. Aquaman.
My man.
We had a review. It's a couple episodes back. Make sure you go check that out. But he is now $1 billion man.
From
This
ocean
is-
to ocean.
Yes. This is something Troy and I did not see coming.
No, man.
Like,
Rookies.
Yeah, we made a
Rookies.
bet. We'll have to go back and listen. I don't remember what the bet was. I
I think you guys had to buy me a hot toy.
No, I think it was.
Ha!
The Aquaman hot toy if it made $1 billion.
Yeah, I think it was dressing up as something for Aquaman too.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You guys, one should have to be Aquaman, the other one should have to be his seahorse.
I can just give you a fork, pretend it's the trident.
You need to find the trident. So it did roll through. It finally dropped out of number 1, but it did roll up about $17 million domestically and almost $30 million internationally this weekend. To put it over the $1 billion mark, it now stands at $1.02 billion globally,
Wow.
which puts it ahead of almost everything in the DC Extended Universe. Actually, it does. The only thing it's not bigger than is The Dark Knight Rises, I believe.
That's right. It just passed The Dark Knight. And believe it or not, The Dark Knight made $1 billion back in the day without getting released in China and without
Yeah.
3D. So, like, hats off. Like, you could never do that nowadays. But
No.
Aquaman passed The Dark Knight. Who would have thought in a million years? And I think it'll pass Dark Knight Rises. It's 60 million away.
It has the potential.
It's
It hasn't
close.
opened in Japan yet.
That's true.
Which is traditionally a substantial market. You know,
Mhm.
that's going to add anywhere between $30 and $70 million to the global whole, probably. And just to put this in a little context relative to the Marvel Cinematic Universe globally, if you take out everything except for Civil War, Iron Man, and the Avengers movies, and Black Panther as well, it is now bigger than all of those. Bigger
Wow.
than any Guardians
That's
film.
crazy.
bigger than most of the Iron Man stuff, all of the Cap stuff, with the exception of Civil War. Civil War sits at, and you were right, Sunjay, when we talked about this a couple weeks ago, $1.15 billion. So this will likely pass Civil War.
That's crazy.
The next to go down would be Iron Man 3 at $1.21 billion.
I don't think so.
And then the smallest Avengers film is $1.4 billion globally.
Ooh.
So this has a chance. But let's put this and frame this up. Put some context to it. This will likely have made more money than Captain America's Civil War
Yeah.
at the end of its run.
What a good run.
And that's crazy because you got Spider-Man, you got Black Panther, you got Captain America, you got Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, and throughout the competition, like, remember this, everyone's like, oh, this should move, and you got, like, we were all saying that, like, you know, not to throw shade on people, like, we all thought, like, this doesn't make sense, like, should it move, should it stay, 'cause you got Mary Poppins, Bumblebee, you got Into Spider-Verse.
But Bumblebee and Mary Poppins were the same weekend, like, that was the big factor, right?
Yeah, I mean, what does this do going forward for the December release? Jumanji has shown that it can coexist with Star Wars. We don't know the next Star Wars film coming out after Episode 9. Do you think December now, 2020, I think, Avatar's rumored, but if you're Aquaman, you're DC, you're thinking, you know what, maybe we can compete.
See, I don't know. They couldn't. It'd be difficult. I guess Jumanji did it. Could this coexist with a Star Wars film? Could this coexist with a Marvel film, do you think?
I think so. I mean, December, they said every day is like a Friday because people are off.
Yeah.
School children are off. People are off work. So
your opening weekend doesn't matter in December.
Not at all.
No.
This made the lowest.
It's your legs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it did, what, 67?
67, and people are like, I don't know. But I mean, it did open like 67 North America, and then it's ballooned up to over 300 soon. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. This is the most coveted spot in the release schedule, I would think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see who picked up films in that space next week in the draft.
But either way, we could all agree it's a win for DC.
Huge
Like,
win.
congratulations. That's
Huge
that's
win.
huge, man.
Yeah.
I don't
Announce
think
that
anybody
sequel.
predicted that.
Get
That's
that
awesome.
sequel out. Get that news buzzing, and maybe you'll get a little bit of a bump, you know? Sign James Wan, whatever he wants.
No, I think what's key here, and this is what they've done with Venom too, right? Is that they haven't rushed to saying Aquaman 2020, Aquaman late 2019, right?
Yeah.
It's let's take some time, and this is the same caution we threw at Venom, right? Is okay, you've made your money, the film is so, make a better one the second time.
Yeah.
We're talking about Venom, right? Because you're not talking about Aquaman. I mean...
No.
But even
Oh,
Black
okay.
Panther,
I was like,
I'm talking about Venom, not Aquaman.
Okay.
You even saw with Black Panther, like, look how long it took them to announce, one, they're getting Ryan Coogler back,
Yeah.
and two, they're even doing a sequel. Because even Infinity War, like, we all assumed we were getting a sequel, but there was no announcement.
No.
Right?
Yeah, right.
So,
Well, maybe they just spoiled Endgame now that we know Black Panther's back.
shoot, he comes back?
Maybe
Black
not.
Panther?
Maybe not.
I don't know. We'll see. But we know who is going to make her presence felt in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that's Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Aunt May.
Aunt May. We will talk about her a little later, actually. But Captain Marvel, we've seen some promo material starting to really roll out. It talks about the merchandise seeing dropping in stores here. And we've got some great posters over the last couple of weeks. This beautiful IMAX poster and this beautiful Dolby Cinema poster. These are the exclusive posters you get if you go on the first night to watch the film. I usually rely on Sunjay to grab a couple. He's usually in there grabbing 4 or 5.
Yeah.
For the crew. These are gorgeous posters. These are some of the best I've seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe since probably some of the Infinity War stuff. I guess that wasn't that long ago, but we've had a few duds along the way.
Yeah, the Black Panther stuff wasn't that fly.
No, and even the Far From Home stuff wasn't great.
Yeah, or Homecoming.
Yeah, Homecoming. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. The Far From Home posters looks great. But yeah, it's great to see some of this rolling out. And we did get a third special look trailer that aired alongside some of the college football, I believe, or maybe Monday Night Football. I don't know, Sunjay would be better to comment on that, but...
College football.
College football.
I'm just trying to pick up my Captain Marvel tickets now. You guys reminded me. I'm looking, look, it's like all sold out already. Just the whole middle.
It's going to be huge. So there's rumors this thing's doing, like I said at the top there, about 160 million opening weekend, which is huge.
Yeah, I can go aside. It's not too far up. You know, it's a pretty good seat. It's Captain Marvel.
He's actually buying tickets live here on the podcast.
Yeah, reserving seat.
But this second trailer, or third trailer, I guess it dropped, the sneak peek, it was about a minute long.
Yeah.
Not a ton of new footage in it. It's pretty much just a repeat of what we've seen. A little bit more Carol Danvers.
Yes.
Nick Fury, again, very heavily present in this film, the same way he seems to be very heavily present in the Far From Home trailer. So he is now becoming, again, this glue that's holding it all together.
Yeah.
We've seen him fade for quite a while here at the back end of Phase 3.
Yeah.
But now looking at what they're doing in this Phase 4-ish time frame, whatever you want to call it, he is now becoming that consistency. You know, we've seen Robert Downey Jr. take that role with Civil War, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
Fury's back at it here. What did you guys think of this new trailer? Did it change anything for you? Are you sitting in the exact same space you were when we talked about the second big release of Captain Marvel's trailer? Like, Troy, you were the one that was probably a bit more on the fence.
Yeah, a little harder to sell, even though I love the character, and I'm a fan of the actress. I'll touch a little bit on the Samuel Jackson thing, especially once we come back to Far From Home. But I feel like there's something key and important about the Nick Fury character, of what they're doing and what they're building up. So that's all I'm going to say for now. And then when we get back to Spidey, I'll hit you guys with more of that. But all around, no, this trailer, I think, is something that was more needed for the grand audience, or at least the audience that's kind of been similar to my taste, that haven't really been gravitating too much towards the trailer aspect. Because we're all going to see this movie for sure. I just want a trailer that's a little more... not necessarily action-packed, but a little more insight of what Carol Danvers is all about in the MCU. And I feel like we got that a little bit more so in this trailer. I'm really glad we finally got a transformation, as painful as that looked. It doesn't look... It's like Wolverine pulling out his claws, It hurts, it looks like. I wish we did get that in the first trailer, or even the second, but they did it, so that's cool now. I like the power set, again. I really like the whole... what is it? The binary?
Yeah, binary is like her when she's going nuts.
Yeah, like the photon kind of stuff going on. That's cool. And we're just getting more of that buddy cop film kind of stuff going on. So all around, it's good, man. You said before this isn't the final trailer. We'll probably get at least a fourth.
I would assume we'll get one more big trailer, one more 2.5 minute trailer, because this was a short trailer.
Yeah.
And airing alongside of a football game. I don't know if they felt that they just needed a little bit more in there.
Right.
Because this trailer takes quite a bit of time, again, re-explaining the Skrulls.
Exactly.
We go back to that same old lady on the train.
Yeah.
Speaking about, and you hear Fury, and we said this in either the first or second trailer, that Fury needed to say something about shape-shifting.
Yes.
Because people just, I don't know if people grasp that, and they do that in this trailer.
Which we needed.
Yeah, they show the shapeshifter. I love the look of it.
Yeah.
And so, for me, this was more on... who are the Skrulls? And let's focus on Carol Danvers.
Yeah.
Because one of my complaints last time with, not complaints, nitpicks maybe, about the second trailer was that we needed Carol Danvers. I felt that Brie Larson felt a bit more stiff than I wanted her to. We didn't know if that's how she was playing the character or if that was just the acting. This trailer alleviated all that for me. She looks great in the role. Awesome give and take with Fury. Yeah. Fury is great for that, or Sam Jackson's great for that. We see him do that with almost all the cast members, and she holds her own. There's some great moments with the two of them. I'm really looking forward to that. So that has kind of taken away any concerns I've had with Brie Larson in that role. To me, this is it. I probably will watch the third trailer, but maybe not on repeat like a lot. Watch the other ones. Or I won't maybe break it down in the same way.
Do you think we're gonna get any kind of more insight on the villain? Because that's the only other thing I was lacking a bit in these three trailers. We haven't really I feel bad for Ben Mendelsohn. Great actor, great villain always. But
Ready Player One.
And I want more Krennic. I want to see more insight on this guy, right? So where is it?
I think that might be them holding back what and who the character is, right? Because we know what this character is, right? We know what the Skrulls are doing. We know the infiltration story and all that.
Right.
They may be saving that twist for in the film.
Right.
So that they're not putting all those pieces together for the general audience to actually experience things like the Winter Soldier reveal, right?
Yes.
We never got that. Mm-hmm. They might be saving pieces of that so you have that reveal in the film. That would be my guess why we haven't seen too much Krennic, and I'm okay with that. Like as a comic book reader, I know who Ben Mendelsohn is because of his presence in a lot of nerd related films, and I'm okay with the lack of it. I know where this is going. I know the Skrulls. Sunjay, like what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm down for this movie. The trailer looks awesome. Seeing Captain Marvel just kick ass, shooting all her photon blasters, and it makes me want to go back and rewatch that Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes episode with her. I think she's only in like a couple episodes. But I got to catch up on that.
She was Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel at the time. The costume represents that for sure.
Yes, very much.
They were just on the cusp of changing her outfit, I think, to the Captain Marvel.
From the bathing suit to the
to the actual costume.
It's crazy how far the MCU has come. Like if this film was just like a standalone film released 15 years ago, the trailer would have given so much more away.
Yeah.
But now they literally don't have to show anything. Like, if you think about it, like the last couple trailers, they've kind of just showing bits and pieces of the same thing, but just a little bit more. But that's good because it's going to make a ton of money, and then we don't get ruined. Like, we don't get spoiled with any, like, surprise, this was the twist, or like, I wish I didn't watch it. So I love how they're doing the trailers now because people that stay away from them, they're like, I don't want to miss anything. But you can watch it, and you don't really miss anything. Like, I've never really been to a movie where I haven't watched a trailer for it, so this one I liked. I think they should change the name Captain Marvel Fury Road.
Really? Well, I think it's a philosophy that Marvel is now sticking to, is very much that, and even Star Wars, is that showing you as little as possible, but telling you enough.
Yeah.
We heard Kevin Feige talk about the Endgame stuff. They're only going to show the first 20 minutes of the film, apparently, in the trailers.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's going to be 2 hours of content that we'll have never set eyes on, which is awesome. They now have the reputation they can rely on, right?
Yeah.
They don't have to show us every big moment. They don't have to show us the last battle. They don't have to show us anything.
Yeah.
I hope we've seen the rumors, spoilers here for Endgame, these white suits, right?
Yeah.
They don't have to show any of that for me.
No.
I don't even want to see it.
No.
I'm happy just, like I said before, just put Endgame trailer number 2, add 3 seconds of Tony Stark sitting there in that thing. I don't need any more. I literally don't need another trailer for that film.
No.
I don't think anyone on the planet does.
No.
Right?
It should just be like a blank screen that says, you know you're going to watch it. Avengers Endgame. Boom.
Yeah.
They'd be like talking like they're crazy. Like, who's going to be like, I saw Infinity War, but I don't really want to know how it ends.
You know?
So
I'm cool with this.
Yeah. We don't need much. You could give us, like, Thanos coming out and wiping the sweat off his head off of working, and you'd be like, "Oh my god, he's working!" And we'd go buy tickets.
What does the sweat represent? You know,
There's something here. Why is this neck got an extra scar?
There's
trailer breakdowns.
Wolverine on the farm with them, like
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, look, I think if you look at his sweat, it's bouncing off, and you can see a scarecrow. And
the reflection of Iron Man.
Yeah. Oh my god, is he sweating because they're moving the sun closer, and that's how they defeat him?
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, we do trailer breakdowns a lot.
Stay tuned for our Spider-Man Far From Homecoming trailer breakdown.
All right, guys, let's bang through a couple more of these Marvel stories quick here, and then we'll get into the monthly question, and then of course we're gonna roll into the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer breakdown.
No.
Punisher Season 2. Now, I know that you guys aren't quite there. Netflix has seemingly put the snap to the whole entirety MCU Netflix stuff. But we have one more season of these shows to come out, and that's Punisher. This drops this Saturday, I believe, January 18th, if that's Saturday, or is that a Friday? Don't know. But we got our first trailer for this last week, I think, or the week before, and it's blood, it's bullets, it's Berthel, man. Come on. This looks awesome. I'm a huge fan of Punisher in this universe. Never really read much of the comic books. Never saw the Dolph Lundgren stuff, whatever. This character, John Berthel, playing this role. We've got the character of Billy Russo returning as Jigsaw. This looks awesome. Picking up almost right where they left off with season 1. This, to me, if you guys are out there and haven't watched season 1 of Punisher, actually, you should go back to season 2 of Daredevil.
Oh, yeah.
Watch that first, then Punisher, then this. It's worth the time investment. Berthel is unreal in this. The stories are great. It's ultra violent, so if you're a bit queasy on some things, they do not hold back with the sound effects, with the visuals, with the creativity of how you can kill a person. It's all there. So we watched this before the podcast. What do you guys think of it?
Yeah, this is cool. You know, I really enjoyed season 1, but I have not finished it yet. I'm thinking like 2 or 3 episodes down. But you mentioned it, man. John Berthel. This guy is incredible. You know, give me him, give me Cody Cox as Daredevil, and Wilson Fisk. I need those 3 in the MCU.
Yes,
like,
they have to port over, man.
Oh, they're incredible. They're incredible. But yeah, man, it's action packed. Like you mentioned those scenes, the killing scenes. I'm not like the biggest like violent dude at all.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, but this was cool.
Yeah,
this really worked. I love seeing him with the classic skull on the chest, but he's wearing like dark jeans at the same time. It's like a little new twist on the character's like style. It's awesome. And there's something about John Berthel. You get lost in those eyes. There's a certain kind of crazy that he portrays, and you buy it, you eat it all up. He's like born to play this character.
You shouldn't like this character.
No.
But you do because of what John Berthel does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Shame.
he is a violent killer.
Yeah.
Like,
Awesome.
no remorse.
It's awesome, and I just love to see his dynamic next to Chris Evans. I'd love to see that
Oh,
soldier.
that'd be
so cool.
Dialogue. Oh, come on, give
the
it to
Civil
me.
War thing.
Oh, exactly.
From the conflict?
He should have been in there. Yeah, he should have tried to take a shot at Cap or something.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
man.
so
Can you
good.
imagine?
Yeah.
Love the actor Jay Bernthal. Is his
John
name?
Berthel.
John Berthel. Yeah, he is in the movie Fury. If you've seen
Yeah,
that,
he's
great.
one of those guys. We spoke about this before. That he'll show up in a movie and be like, "Great, I like this movie."
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a supporting character, he's always good.
He's
Yes.
always a jerk.
Yeah.
Like, but he's like the nicest guy. But every time you see him, you're like,
You root for him.
he's this guy's not in Walking Dead. I was like, oh, this guy's
Shame.
Oh, I never saw Walking
okay,
Dead.
Fury too. I was just like, he's kind of a jerk in that.
Yeah.
He's
Wind
always-
River, he's great.
Yeah.
You've seen that.
Which one?
Wind River with Hawkeye and
Yeah.
And Scarlet
Elizabeth
Witch.
Olsen. Yeah.
Yeah.
These people don't have names.
And Punisher.
So MCU all right there.
yeah. Punisher. Oh yeah, you mentioned Kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
I thought of a great Kingpin in the movie universe if they don't carry over
Right.
Law and Order guy.
Yeah. Give it to me.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah, man.
It's kind of like an out there casting.
Yeah.
Okay, sit down for this.
Sit in.
Are you sitting?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, I forgot his name. No. Vince Vaughn.
Nah.
Okay, and I'm telling you, if you watch the movie Brawl in Cell Block 99, he shaves his head. He's a total badass. I think he could pull off Kingpin.
He's got to put on about like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
I
I don't put
know.
it past his acting ability. He was
Yeah.
great in Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah.
Vincent
You know what?
D'Onofrio though is.
Oh
something
yeah,
else.
because he set that bar so high. But if you want to go a little different take, at first I'm kind of like sleeping on it, but as it's
Right?
marinating,
It can work.
it could maybe work.
It can work. Watch
could maybe
Brawl in
work.
Cell Block 99. I'll lend it to you. It's a great
It would be my
film.
first choice, but
It's ultra violent.
Yeah.
It's super out there. It's an amazing film. My wife is like, she's like, that's the most depressing film I've ever seen. And I was like, that movie was awesome.
that's Kingpin.
Yeah.
Right? Cool.
Brilliant. So
Cool.
this is a day one watch for me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Jan 18th. I'm gonna have to try to binge some of this before I jump on a plane, but we'll see.
Do you ever feel weird watching something like that on the plane because you think other people can watch beside you?
There's definitely some stuff I cover my hands with when I'm watching on the
Right.
train
If you
and
like
that.
watching, there's like a sex scene or something. You're like, I don't want to be like that weird guy on a plane. Like, what do they think I'm watching? So you're just like, next movie or
Yeah.
something. Like, I don't know. Or like ultra violent. Like, have you ever like had like someone like sit beside you comment on what you were watching?
No, never.
No. Have you ever commented? Have you ever like looked around and been like, oh my god, that guy's watching Man of Steel, and then like, stewardess,
Yeah.
buy that guy a drink.
Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I didn't know that film was on. Like, you have to,
Yeah.
Sometimes you have
Yeah.
to dig through the past movies or whatever to find things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only time I've experienced that. But yes, hopefully, I don't think you can download some of the new Netflix
Some of the things
stuff.
you can't. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think this you can because that would be nice to take on the plane actually. But
Yeah.
nonetheless,
Okay, I got what you do. So you watch it, you put it on your TV, and then you take your cell phone camera and you record it.
that's so much effort.
But you don't watch it because you're gonna watch it on the plane.
It is doable though. All right, guys. I think what we're gonna do, just based on timing here, because I'm gonna give us lots of time to talk about this Far From Home trailer.
Cool.
We're gonna slide this Loki thing to the week after next. So this is the retcon and his role in the Disney Plus series. We will get to that. It's not super time sensitive, but I want to get to the monthly Star Wars
Yeah.
Commonwealth Night of the Commonwealth question again, coming from Jeff Keltz, the Metal Mando. So, all right, guys, he's got something really interesting. It's gonna be a lot of fun to dissect here.
All right.
The galaxy is in peril. You have been ordered by the rebellion to evacuate to the desert island asteroid Versaril. I butchered that, in the Outer Rim. The one known life form is a space slug. The only Star Wars related media that you can pack for this evacuation is limited. For each of the original trilogy, prequel trilogy, and the sequel/standalones, Rogue One and Solo, you're allowed the following: one Blu-ray, one novel, one soundtrack. This means that for each of the 3 eras of films, until the end of your far, far away days, you can only view one film, read one novel, and listen to one soundtrack for each era. He says in parentheses here, please explain, painfully I assume, why you would choose that media for each film. Han Dice trick here is that you have to totally eliminate one film forever from the sequels/standalone era. But wait, we're not done yet. You could also pack along for the trip one season of any animated series, so Clone Wars, Rebels, or Resistance, some difficult choices, but I have hope that you will bring balance to the Commonwealth.
All right, we got this.
That's
All
Metal
right.
Mando?
Metal Mando.
Oh, these names. I'm loving this, man.
I love
Dope.
it.
Yeah, Metal Mando jumps in the Twitter gang stuff sometimes.
Twitter gang.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a big contributor over at Tumbling Saber.
That's
So
right.
yeah, shout out to Jeff Kells, the Metal Mando, for this
man.
question of the month from the Star Wars, from the Knights of the Commonwealth, I should say. So guys, let's break this down a little bit here.
Okay.
So we are packing really quickly, small bag. You got to chuck in one film, one novel, and one soundtrack from each of the eras. We're going to kick it off here with let's go with the prequel trilogy. We'll go in order here.
Okay.
So, what is the one film, novel, and soundtrack? I'm going to loophole the hell out of the novel, by the way.
Yeah, me
that you would
too.
take. Sunjay,
All
let's
right.
start with you here. What film from the prequel would you take? Single film.
What's the third one again?
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Absolutely, I'm taking Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. Give me one of those.
Yeah,
I need one of
it's
those.
the,
There we
okay,
go.
and the reason why it's the best of the prequels, and I got a method to my madness. You'll find out my next two
Okay.
picks.
What novel here? Now, I'll tell you
What's a novel?
What's reading? Audiobook, maybe. So my loophole here is, I think, and listening to the guys Tumbling Saber and Talk Stories tackle this very same question, they interpret it as a novel or a novelization of a film. So maybe that's a road that you can go down.
Okay.
But I'm going to loophole the hell of it, and I'm going to say a novel from the era.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to put a little bit of a twist on it so that we can diverge a little bit away from what some of the other guys have done, because they've answered this thing fantastically as well. So,
Okay.
novel.
Episode 1, Phantom Menace coloring book.
Coloring.
Because I want something to do there, so I can color Jar Jar and Darth Maul. So I'm choosing the coloring book.
Okay, soundtrack.
Attack of the Clones, because that's the only one that I haven't had anything for. So.
Okay.
That's a good one.
You don't have to take a thing from each, but
No,
I see where
no,
you're going.
Yeah,
I see where you're going.
Yeah. If I'm trapped, I want variety, right?
Variety, that's fair. That's very
Right,
fair.
Right.
Nice.
All
Respect
right.
that.
Troy, what do you think on this?
Oh, the movie I'm going Revenge of the Sith. Oh,
Was there any
dang,
doubt?
You know what it is.
You take Revenge of the Sith over.
Love that movie.
I don't even know anything else. Like
Yeah, man.
Revenge of the Sith is like Titanic was sinking. You'd take Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
If it's sinking, I just I put it where Rose was and
You,
toss Rose
Get
yeah,
off that
women and
door.
children and Revenge of the Sith only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd freeze for that movie.
Yeah. You're just like in the water holding it up.
I got this.
Yeah.
For novel, so can this be novel set in the prequel era?
Era? That's my loophole twist.
Okay.
That I'm putting on this is a novel set in that era.
In that era. So I'm gonna go shoot, I forgot the author's name, but I really did like this book. Was it EK? No.
Paulus Kemp.
No, it wasn't Paulus Kemp, because I'll still consider that. That'll come up next, but I'll consider that after the prequels. I'll consider that OG. But I'm gonna go with Catalyst.
Catalyst.
Because it starts off with the prequel era
Yes,
right
it
there. You know what I
does.
mean? It
Yes, it
starts
does.
off on the planet. What is it? Geonosis.
Yeah.
Right. Love that book.
Yes.
Was it E.K. Johnson? Was it?
No, it was Paul. Was it Paulus Kemp?
No, because Paulus Kemp.
No,
did,
it was what's his name? Oh, it's
did
gonna
Lose
drive me
the
nuts.
Sith. I know.
I'll figure it out. But continue. Soundtrack.
Okay, soundtrack. Yeah, it's tough because the prequel era has I love all three. You have Duel of Fates for episode 1. You have Across Stars, which is Anakin and Padme's song. You know what? I'm gonna go with Revenge of the Sith because it has the funeral of Padme, which is great.
Spoilers.
James Lucina.
Yes, of
Yes,
course, James
yes.
Lucino. Yeah, he killed it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Revenge of the Sith soundtrack as well because, like I mentioned, it has the funeral of Padme. I think you still hear a bit of Across the Stars, I think. But anyways, I'm going with that for the score for the soundtrack.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, for me, it's a clean sweep.
Yes.
Revenge of the Sith is going in as far as the Blu-ray. Maybe we'll do a 4K upgrade.
Okay. I don't even think Star Wars is on 4K.
It's coming out. Don't worry.
Oh.
We love to rebuy these films.
Oh yeah.
Special,
New steelbooks,
special
everything.
edition. Really? New steelbooks?
I don't know. I'm assuming so.
Oh, you got me excited there.
Come on, that is a market.
Did Solo come in 4K?
I don't know. It's right there. You can check.
Troy the boy.
Just pull it off the thing. I don't. That's
Even
not
last-
a 4K
Oh,
copy.
there it is. I don't know. Colorin's standing on it right now.
No.
I'll
Yeah.
check after.
All right, for my book,
Yes.
loophole number 1. There's a theme to these books, and I've not read this book, so my plan here is to take this to fill my life with something that I haven't read yet. I'm gonna take Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray.
Oh, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon.
Obi-Wan and
You know
Qui-Gon.
she's gonna kill it. She's the best.
Yes, I love Claudia Gray.
Yeah.
Love her voice in this universe. Master and Apprentice is what I'm taking.
Cool.
And my soundtrack will be episode 1. Gotta give me some of that Duel of Fate.
Yeah,
sound.
come on, right?
Yeah.
I gotta get
Love
it,
that.
man. I got
Sets
it.
the tone.
So good.
It's really well done.
Yeah.
That
Gets the
whole
people
score.
going.
I love it. Yeah, Will Ferrell, right? All right, let's go. OT.
Cool.
The original trilogy. Sanjay, what film are you taking?
New Hope.
New Hope.
I'm taking the OG, the very first thing that started it all.
Original gangsta film. All right, what about novel?
I would like to color. Ewoks are kind of cute, so I'll choose Ewoks. Episode 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Ewoks.
Okay, score.
Score. Oh, Empire Strikes Back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get the Imperial March in there, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Main
I
title
would
theme.
probably like
Yeah,
wake up
no.
every morning and just play that, because if it's just me, like clothes are not even on at this point,
I
right?
color naked.
Right? I mean, if the whole universe is gone, what's the point of even wearing clothes?
This is true. You're
Right?
evacuating to a
Unless
desert
there's
island.
like sand crabs that are just like walking around, then you don't want like crabs and stuff. But
Doing
those
a double
kind of
take.
crabs.
yeah,
All right, Trumbo man, we're into the OT.
Oh yeah, you know it is. Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, this is the best Star Wars movie ever. Love
Yes.
this movie.
Yeah, no
Love
doubt.
this movie, right? What was next one? Novel. Oh yeah, so for novel, I'm gonna go with Lords of the Sith.
Yes,
by,
loophole.
Yeah, loophole right there. Paul S. Kemp, one of the best inside looks into Darth Vader. Even going outside of the comic books and the movies, this was fantastic. I go with that book hands down. It's my favorite Star Wars novel of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soundtrack.
Soundtrack, ooh, that's tough. It's either between Empire and New Hope. I'm going Empire because we got Imperial March
Yeah.
right there.
nice.
Yeah, Empire.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys. Empire for me, of course.
There you
It's
go.
my favorite Star Wars film.
So good.
Not much more can be said about that. I'm going Lost Stars.
Ooh, yeah.
Claudia Gray Lost
Yes,
Stars.
again.
Yes.
Oof.
Hitting with that Claudia Gray.
Yeah.
It does span a little bit further out into post OT, but
Yeah.
there's a good part of it concentrated there.
Yes.
It kicks off on Empire Day, so right at the original trilogy,
Jello
we'll say.
can.
And the soundtrack Empire as well. Clean
Yeah.
sweep there.
Right?
Yeah. Come on.
So
Come
good.
on. John Williams. What?
Does no wrong.
Right?
All right, let's jump into the sequel / standalone era. Now, this is going to be probably the interesting part. We'll probably have a bit more divergence on particularly the film, maybe. And then also we'll kind of Han Dice trick this here, and we'll pitch one of these films as well.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, we're throwing one away?
Yeah, throw
Bye.
one of these away. So
Big
let's
ol'.
start with Sunjay, the
Okay.
film you would take.
I would take Rogue One, and then I
Nice.
can watch them concurrently. So I got Episode 3, Rogue One, and then feeds right into New Hope.
Oh, so Rogue One is considered like the...
Standalone, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because the way it's
Gotcha.
defined is like the standalones and the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Disney era, basically.
Yeah.
It's just
Gotcha.
one long movie now. It's like 9 hours of fun.
Yeah,
a great
There
movie.
you go.
Yeah. The book, the novel. Oh, I would take Force Awakens.
Nice.
I would love to color like some like Raylo fan art that I would have.
Man, you like poking fandom, eh? Dropping that Raylo.
Yeah.
They're going. You
Raylo.
know they're going to connect in episode 9. You know they are.
Sanjay stoking the fire here.
And their child will be the new Dark Emperor.
You can send all of your mail to @Sanjabi on Twitter.
Yeah.
Once it happens, just like you guys didn't think Aqua would make $1 billion, I'm gonna make another prediction. Episode 10, episode 9 will make $1 billion. That's a bold
I
prediction.
may or may not hope so.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Maybe.
All right, what soundtrack?
Oh, you know, I've actually seen all 4 of these, so I can actually. Actually, I've seen them all, but I've like recently, so I can actually answer this. I like The Force Awakens.
Nice.
I like that. Yeah. If I would have to eliminate one film,
Yeah.
it's tough. You know, I know there's a popular answer out there, but I'm gonna actually. I actually really like this film, but I'm gonna say Solo. Like you could just like if Solo never happened, everything else kind of just like continues on its way, and nothing
Yeah,
really
I
gets
get that.
bogged down. But if you take away some other films, then like maybe some stuff gets bogged down. I don't know, but yeah, I'm going Solo.
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 Okay.
Okay.
What about you, Troy?
Oh, I go Force Awakens, man.
That's the
Yeah.
film you're
Oh
taking?
yeah, I feel
Nice.
it's a masterpiece in the Star Wars universe. It's my number. It's up there with my number 3, number 2, depending on what day you ask me for the best Star Wars films. Love the introduction of Rey. Novel, I'm gonna go with for that era. Didn't think about that one.
Rookie.
Oh, of course. I'm going Claudia Gray
Yes.
Bloodlines. What am I talking
I
about?
was just going to whisper it across
Yeah,
the
yeah,
table.
Claudia Gray. Yeah, shout out to Claudia Gray. She's great, as if you haven't noticed by now with the praise that me and Tim have been giving her. Bloodlines is great. Bloodlines proves that politics can work in the Star Wars universe,
Yes, it
hands
does.
down. It proves just how badass Princess Leia is, whether she's old or young. She's fantastic, obviously. So yeah, definitely that novel. And that soundtrack, I'm definitely going with Force Awakens. I love the Rey theme. Her sliding down that sand dune.
Yeah.
Right? Give it to me. That's so good. But you know what? It was close because I really do love the Last Jedi. That don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I love listening to San Diego Sabers for their intro
Yeah.
when they drop that
Nice.
from
yeah, so
Last
good.
Jedi. Love it.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
What would you pitch?
Oh, yeah, Last Jedi. Last Jedi is like long gone. It's smokier than Anakin on Mustafar.
Oh.
And it ain't coming back. It ain't getting better.
How many times have you seen it?
Honestly, I've seen it twice in theaters. Second time, I really tried hard to,
Yeah.
And then I watched it once at home. Yeah, I watched it once.
Wow, I love that
It's my least viewed Star Wars film.
3 times, and you like hate the movie, but you still saw it 3 times. Like that's
Hate's a
commitment.
strong word.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not
I
hate,
don't
but-
feel like. Yeah, I mean, I watched it twice in theaters, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's not bad. And then one time home view, because obviously when you're at home, that's when you're gonna watch these movies
Yeah,
like crazy.
yeah.
Right? So yeah.
Yeah.
Tim, what do you got, man?
All right. Rogue One is coming with me.
Yeah.
Let's go
Yeah.
straight. 4K right in the
Yes.
back pocket. That ain't getting off my person. And continuing with my loophole here, my Claudia Gray loophole, I'm going Bloodlines as well.
So good.
Yeah, I love that book. Love this author. So there's my trio of Claudia Gray books.
Yes.
Got my racked up of my favorite Star Wars film from each era. And soundtrack. Clean sweep here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Force Awakens.
Right?
Come
So
on.
good.
I had that in my car playing for 2 years.
Right.
Just
So
on a loop
good.
every
Yeah.
time I get in
Do you
there.
got it on vinyl yet?
I don't have them on
Okay.
vinyl yet. It is on the list,
Nice,
though.
nice.
It is on the list. It's the best part about the Force Awakens soundtrack is that when those themes hit,
Yeah.
my daughter knows it's Star Wars.
Oh.
She can't pick out the individual songs
Right.
yet, but she'll be like, Star Wars!
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Nice.
yes! Dad win.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
As far as the movie I'd pitch, to me it's either, and not because I dislike either of the films, but it'd be Solo or Last Jedi. I'll chuck it Solo, I guess. It's a bit more painstaking. I really like the film, but I think I'll eliminate that one.
Nice.
All right, so last question, just to wrap this up, guys. What animated series would you take? And then let's be a bit specific about a season, so we can get this down to something. Sanjay, you can just kind of pick one out of a hat.
Well, I'm gonna take
So it's Clone Wars, Rebels, or Resistance?
Well, I was gonna choose the animated holiday special.
The Boba Fett version of that?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna take, and that's what I'm sticking with.
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go.
Can we go with the Samurai Jack animated one?
Sure,
If you
it's
want to.
not in here, but it's an animated series.
I
Loophole it, man.
Yeah, because I obviously I love the Clone Wars. It's fantastic, but because the series is so big and there's so many
Yeah.
different seasons, it's really hard for me to narrow it down. But if I go to the animated cartoon one, I can go season 1. Anakin takes on Saj Ventress. It's one of the best lightsaber battles of all time. So that's what I'm sticking with right there.
Nice.
Wait, I actually have an answer for this.
Okay.
Oh, the
I've
real one.
actually seen animated Star Wars. The Family Guy specials when they do Star Wars movies.
Blue Harvest?
Yeah, I'm choosing Blue Harvest.
There you go.
Nice.
All right, I'm going season 3 Rebels.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Season 3.
Yes.
Yeah. That's good.
That's the Vader.
good.
That's the Darth Maul
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what was it season 3.
Well, season 2
No,
ends
season-
off with Twilight Apprentice with Ahsoka and Vader. Season
Okay.
3 we have Blind Kanan
Is season 3? Maybe it's
We got the
season 2. Is it Bendu
and Thrawn.
and Thrawn? Yeah. Okay. Maybe I want season 2 then.
They're both pretty damn good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say if I had to definitively say one, no matter what, it's Rebels.
Yeah.
It's either season 2 or season 3. I'm gonna say season 2.
Season 2 is good because we got Vader when Kanan and Ezra try to take on Vader, and Vader
Yeah.
just lifts up the thing with one arm.
Yeah. Nice. Ahsoka battle. Oof.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So good.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, thank you
question.
very much, Metal Mando. That was a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully that loophole brings a little bit of diversity to that answer to the question across the Star Wars Commonwealth here. So, took a little page of our boy Chop Rules book
Yeah.
there, but you know what time it is, guys.
Yep.
Sunjay,
what are we doing?
Oh, I was waiting for a nice little quip there. I opened that door right up for you.
Sorry, I spaced out. Where are we? What the hell's going on?
You were
Who are you people?
You were weeks away, man. D-Day is approaching for you.
I'm just preparing for the baby. I've just been doing squats all day. I got this. Hut.
Let's break down this Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. Now, we are hit early this morning, Tuesday morning, with this trailer. It first was preceded by a beautiful poster, much better than anything that was ever released for Spider-Man Homecoming. This has got Spider-Man's face. It's got all like the stickers all over it for traveling, like you usually get on a suitcase. Really love this. Really sets the scene, really sets the mood for what this is going to be about. We knew that this film was about him going to Europe. We've seen the set photos. We've seen some of the suits. They debuted it on Jimmy Kimmel, yes. Not too long ago. So we've had our eye on some of this. This is our first real look, though, at any of the scenes put together in any form or capacity with regards to CGI. We're getting some nice looks at what this story is going to be about. And we get a good feel for the tone again. This very John Hughes-esque tone for this summer vacation, this trip that him and his friends are going on. Now, what did this trailer do for you guys? There was some debate amongst the Twitter gang that this just didn't land for everybody. Now, let's go to you first, Troy.
Yeah, man.
You are the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You attributed 2018 as the year of the Spider.
Yes.
Because of what came out and how well it did. Did 2019 pick up the same way that 2018 left off for you with this trailer?
With this trailer, the anticipation for sure, it's still there. But it's not my favorite Spider-Man trailer. When I even go back to Amazing Spider-Man 1, Amazing Spider-Man 2, and Homecoming, and Into the Spider-Verse, I'd have to say this is my least favorite trailer. Yeah, I really do. The beginning of this trailer starts off great. The middle, to me, is completely flat. And then Mysterio, of all people, wins it for me. Like, he's awesome. Quentin Beck kills it. Jake Gyllenhaal. But all around, obviously, I'm still excited. What this trailer did so well, though, is it's really keeping people talking, speculating, like, where does this take place? Because there's a big chatter going on right now all over social media and the internet, obviously, about where does this take place? I like that we get a little bit of the introduction of Happy Hogan and Aunt May going on there. So that's pretty cool, pretty funny. And I do like at the very beginning that we get the homeless shelter. I might be looking into it a little too hard, but I'm hoping it's going to be tied to a Martin Lee from the Spider-Man comics, who's aka Mr. Negative, who had the shelter home or the homeless shelter feast, which is where Aunt May works, at least in the comic books. So maybe we'll get Mr. Negative somewhere, I hope. Martin Lee.
Was that the guy from the PS4 game?
Yes, exactly. The villain. Yeah. He's an awesome villain.
Got that concept art in San Diego. They showed the picture of him.
Right?
One of the first guys,
He's great. And he's still fairly new. He's a little older than Miles Morales, but he's still pretty new. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Is there a Mr. Positive that goes against him?
Well, it's funny. Martin Lee would be Mr. Positive, and his alter ego, I guess, is Mr. Negative. Because when he's not Mr. Negative, he's a really nice guy.
Well, a negative times a positive is still negative, so there you go.
Yeah, there it is.
It's your math lesson. How about hype lesson, man? What does this do for you?
Oh, man, I love this. It was great. Spider-Man for me is probably like my favorite MCU character, I would say. I've always been a Spider-Man guy. I always loved Spider-Man. So this one, I loved it. It was a little bit more comedic. And you know what? I kind of just dug it. Like, a lot of times I'm the curmudgeon where it's like, this is too much comedy.
It's too much sunlight.
I don't like this. It's not raining. I dug it. I kind of laughed because you guys remember the movie Euro Trip?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we talked about. I don't know what episode we recorded, but we did talk about that somewhere.
Yeah, it's kind of had a Euro Trip vibe to it. Like, it's just the comedy and the superhero to it. They're just hopping. It's maybe Spider-Man's going to meet his pen pal in Germany that he's in love with. I don't know. I'm getting a Euro Trip. I'm getting a Euro Trip vibe from this. I love that movie. So I am down for this movie. They can show anything, but I'm down. And Mysterio. We'll get into it further, but for me, first reactions, I was really digging this.
Nice.
I was really digging this. I think Homecoming, I was a little bit skeptical going into it. Just I don't know, Spider-Man into the MCU, how does he fit in? Now that he's kind of there, he's kind of nestled in. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm digging this too.
Yeah.
I have to say that it didn't hit me as hard as, say, the Captain Marvel trailer or Endgame. Of course not. I can't expect that, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're stepping up to a whole different echelon of film there. But I have to say, relatively speaking to Captain Marvel, it didn't hit me the same way that first trailer did. It didn't wow me in the same way. It feels very familiar.
Right.
To what we saw in Homecoming. And I think that's a good thing for the Spider-Man universe, right? We're familiar with the characters, we're familiar with the tone is the other thing. I really like the tone, though. It is, again, going off and doing its own thing. This is what we talked about in the past, about the comic book genre almost evolving into its own subgenres within that overarching umbrella that is the comic book movie.
Right.
And the characters that we see in here, which we will get into, I think really land for me. But it's a bit flatter than maybe. I don't know if we've just had so many epic trailers as of late that this inevitably was never going to land the same way that an Endgame trailer did, or even some of these Captain Marvel. We're seeing a brand new character, cosmic, all that. So still a really good trailer, but it didn't really elevate anything for me. I'm not putting this any higher, say, on my most anticipated list, which we'll get into next week. But let's talk about how they're promoting this film, because you mentioned, Troy, that a lot of the buzz going around is the timeline. Where does this fit in? We've seen some theories that were tossed out there about maybe this takes place before Infinity War.
Yeah.
Does this take place after Endgame? Where does this fit? Is this a prequel? This isn't unprecedented. Ant-Man the Wasp was a prequel. Captain Marvel's a prequel. So we do see a trend there that around these two big films that they're setting things a little away from that. Where do you guys think this lands in the timeline? I tried to break down some of this. I tried to look at a passport.
Yeah.
There's no date. There's no date on the passport.
They took care of that.
That's on purpose.
Yeah.
But with the presence of someone like Nick Fury,
Yes.
the absence of maybe a Tony Stark, but also a Happy Hogan in here.
Pepper Potts, because she signed the check, right?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
So where do you think this lands? Like, where is your first impression from this film? Sanjay, what do you think?
I'm thinking this is before, like in between
Homecoming
and Avengers Infinity War. Because everything just seems to be like going on as normal. Like, there's not like this, like, people are just like, what the hell happened? Like, how did I come back from reality kind of thing? And I feel like if that, like, at the end of Infinity or Endgame, you know, having gone through that, people would be like, what the hell? Like, this is crazy. So there'd be some, like, blowback or some pushback from that. So I didn't get any of that sense. It just seemed like life was going on as normal. So I was like, this is probably before Infinity War.
Interesting. Marvel and Sony both have come out and said that it's after Endgame.
Yeah.
Well, they also said that a lot of things.
What do you think, Joe? Where do you think this lands?
100% this lands after Endgame.
Yeah.
Marvel's backed it up. What else was I gonna go and say? You know, the whole passport thing that they're hiding.
Yeah.
I think it's all on purpose because they don't want to necessarily promote the fact that Spider-Man is alive, so they want us to think this. They want us to think maybe this is before, maybe this is after. I think it's definitely after because one, you're establishing a new universe after the events of Infinity War, so you're not going to be the first movie out the gate and take like 5 years back or 2 years back.
You don't want to stutter step.
No, it just wouldn't make any sense, right? So I believe they're definitely going forward with this whole project. And there's another point that I was going to make out. You talked about, Sunjay, people aren't in like panic or mayhem after the events of Infinity War, but I think it's because we're going to get something where everything just gets fixed and people aren't going to even know that they've been snapped. I think the whole Thanos event, like I kind of mentioned before when I made that, but when I kind of played with that Chris Evans theory, because I don't think they're going to kill him off. I think they're going to go back time and put him back there. So I think things are just going to be like a soft reboot in some sort of sense. Yeah. I do think Tony's still going to die, though, because it's Tony Stark, and I think it's just kind of they've ended that chapter on Iron Man. But I think they're going to put Chris Evans nice and packed in the past, and whenever you want to call back on him, they can bring the man back at a time. So anyways, to answer that kind of question, I don't believe that this is a prequel. It just wouldn't make any sense, especially the fact that he's gone through like that many levels of costumes, because you have to remember too, he rejected the Iron Spider suit at the end of Homecoming. So for him to like go back on that costume, but then adopt like the Shield costume and then that other costume, and then go back to his Homecoming costume to only take on the Iron costume, it's just kind of weird. I think so.
Okay. When I looked at this, I had no doubt that it was after Endgame. That was always my thought. But some of the theories that were dropped there are plausible. One that was dropped, I think Matthew Salvador brought this to our attention in the Twitter gang group there, is that someone was theorizing that the bus that they're on in Infinity War is them coming back from the trip.
Yeah.
And he said, I just was on a field trip or whatever.
Oh.
But my impression, look, it's set during the summer.
Yeah.
Like you said, Troy, as far as the cinematic universe goes, your first film can't be a pause, let's go back.
Yeah.
And then we'll go forward with in 2020, right? Would be your next phase 4 film, if you will.
Yeah.
It just, to me, narratively, it does better to go forward.
Right.
And as far as people reacting, there might be the first 10 minutes of the film or first 5 minutes of the film that they're not going to show us
Right.
Yeah.
about Tom Holland. I don't know if he's going to remember or if he's just working through what has happened, the absence of Tony Stark, all this. We may get a news clipping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, as far as the overarching Infinity arc in this, they can just snap it back. They can't just forget about that.
Yeah.
I don't want them to erase everyone's memory. I want this to still be something that's present, like Secret Empire in the comic books, where they fix everything, but everyone still remembers. And there's still repercussions for that in the overall narrative of the Marvel comic book universe.
Exactly.
There needs to be that in this universe, and we need to see Tom Holland, Spider-Man deal with that in some way.
Yeah.
To me, what's the best thing to do when you've experienced something wild? Get away for a bit. Go to Europe. Sure, do whatever. I don't know. And I like the presence of Nick Fury here and S.H.I.E.L.D. making a reemergence, which may be a result or a consequence of not having this body that's overlooked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just having the Avengers, oh no, here we go. Thanos destroyed the world because S.H.I.E.L.D. is gone. So there seems to be a lot of those repercussions that aren't going to be present in this because promoting this is almost an impossible task.
Right.
You see people chucking these ideas out that why didn't they just wait till after Endgame is released? Well, they can't promote a film with a month in between. You know what I mean? Like it's just not possible. Maybe with the MCU, but there still needs to be hype for this. They still need to remind people that there is a life in the MCU post Endgame.
Yeah.
And this trailer tells you that. And this trailer says that Spider-Man is going to be one of these pillars.
For sure. And you know, promoting right now makes all the most sense because we have a movie right now in theaters, go see it, called Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Right.
Spider-Man's an all-time high right now. So why wouldn't you promote your next Spider-Man-led film?
Yeah.
So it just makes all the sense right now to go and to do so.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, and come on, guys. Let's speak plainly here.
Yeah.
If you thought that Spider-Man, Black Panther, and all these characters weren't coming back in some capacity,
Yeah.
then I don't know what universe that you're living in because they're not going to let these characters go. All they have to do, and this is the caveat we've put on from the beginning, is they have to write themselves out of this in a sufficient way, in a very rewarding way, in a way where we're not going to be sitting there being like, okay, well, great, that was 10 years they just erased of our lives.
Yeah.
Of something. No, I know they're not going to do it. Russo's, I have the utmost confidence, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm not concerned about that at all. But there's just got to be the consequences there.
Yeah.
So you had some fury theory.
Yeah, nothing crazy, but I'm just gonna put it out there. You know, I've been saying for a long time I thought Maria Hill could possibly be the Skrull, but I'm thinking with all this,
She's in this film.
and she is in this film, so she very well could be. But I think with all this Nick Fury that we're getting, he very well could be the Skrull. I mean, if we got something where it's like, because I think Jake Gyllenhaal is ultimately going to be the bad guy. He is Mysterio, and he has kind of played sides where he is the vigilante, only to be, you know, controlling all the strings as the puppet master he is.
Yeah.
But I think if we got the reveal at the end, like we've been saying with Earth's Mightiest Heroes, where Cap becomes the Skrull, if we got Fury doing that, I think that'd be pretty sweet. I think that'd make a lot more sense going forward because with Captain Marvel, we're getting that setup of the Skrulls do exist obviously already.
Yeah.
And with just getting so much fury thrown into her face, I think he'd be the perfect candidate to be pulling the switcheroo.
Interesting.
He's the Skrull.
I'm gonna throw this back at
Yeah,
you.
man.
Though. Who's attached to Fury for in Infinity War, in Homecoming, and presumably Go Forward? Maria Hill.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
At the hip.
Yeah.
Right? Since Age of Ultron.
Right.
They've been attached at the hip.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride this. I like that theory.
Yeah.
But I think that Fury theory
Yeah.
is too on the nose.
So we're gonna go with
I'm saying Maria Hill.
Maria Hill.
Still.
Oh,
okay.
I love that still. I still love that.
She's in this film. I think this is her. There's a point where they're shooting up at what looks to be
the trailer.
the rock man, the Sam. I think only from the back you see her, and she's shooting
Yeah.
at this rock man, whatever it is.
The elemental,
discuss
one
it.
of the elementals
yeah,
there,
one of the
yeah.
elementals.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's her because Fury's standing there shooting, and I'm assuming it's her as well. And I want to say that she's been in set photos.
I think so. I think you're right. Yeah.
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 So it's a very similar
Oh,
theory.
I hope so.
but it's, you know, the right hand of the super spy
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
an infiltrator.
Right. And in the comics, she's been known to take over S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
herself, too, right?
Yeah.
I love it, man.
So,
I hope
that's
so.
great, yeah.
I hope so. I'm down for either or. I want that Elektra, you know, reveal in the comics. I want that Captain America reveal in Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, I want it from one of those two.
Yeah, we need to have
Yeah.
that. What are you guys thinking about Tom Holland here and Spider-Man? Let's start with Tom Holland's portrayal of Peter Parker here. Feels very reminiscent of what we've seen before. Very endearing, very engaging. This kid is awesome.
Oh, he's
Oh, yeah.
great. Yeah, he
Best
just
Spider-Man.
owns it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love him still, man. He's money. I always put him up there with Garfield. I still can't get over Garfield, but it's crazy because he's surpassed him a long time. This is what, his third, fourth?
Yeah,
Maybe his fourth MCU film.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
As Spider-Man.
fifth maybe if he's in Endgame at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So no, he kills it, man. I love this kid, and it's so cool that we get to grow up with this character. It's cool that they still kept him in high school.
Yeah.
They were very adamant on doing that because we've heard 2 times they were going to do a movie with him or with Spider-Man in high school for a couple films. It's never happened, but here. 1, they've made it happen, and 2, it's believable. You look at him, and you're like, yeah, that's a high school kid,
Yeah.
right? Not Smallville, going on here, right?
6'4", 220.
Yeah, huge, jacked, yeah, yeah, and it's good, man. And we get that great relationship between him and I want to say Genk because he's just like Genki from the comics, but Ned.
Yeah, Ned's awesome.
Yeah, fantastic. And MJ, I love the fact that we're hearing him say MJ.
Yeah.
I never really heard that. I mean, she alluded to the fact that she goes by MJ, even though she's called Michelle, and it should be Mary Jane Watson. But the fact that we're still getting the MJ thrown out there, I love it.
She's awesome, eh,
She's
Zendaya?
great.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Another one I can't wait to see grow into the role of MJ more and more because she's
Their
fantastic.
chemistry is palpable
it's
in this trailer.
It's awesome.
Like, I love when she calls him out. Oh, that makes me valuable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I love that.
And
Yeah.
his reaction to it is exactly a high school kid's reaction, right?
Right. And she has like that kind of like swag that
Yes,
MJ would have,
She
right?
does.
Yeah.
Right? Oh,
Yeah, she
love
carries that swagger.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you think of Peter Parker here?
I think he's great. Nah, I mean, he's great. Obviously, he's great. I love it. Tom Holland, he plays the character. He embodies the character. And
They've done it again with casting, eh?
yeah, the casting has been top notch. Like
Yeah.
in the MCU, like there hasn't been one casting where I was like, I don't know. Everyone has just been on point. They just like they get the role and they embrace it and they kind of take over the role.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, and again, like the social media presence from Tom Holland, what
Yes.
he does with fans. Yeah, it's great because, like you said, they're fully embracing this both on and off screen.
Yeah.
Which is what you want. You want that investment of an actor in a character because it's that much better in the end.
Right.
Yeah, it's so good. What did you think of the suits, though? Like, we got the stealth suit, we got the original suit, the homecoming suit, as well as this new black suit, and the wings we saw in Homecoming.
Yeah.
But these seem to be better wings.
Yeah. Yeah.
All looking great. I really like the stealth suit. Like, how it's a click down the
That's
glasses.
cool. Yeah, that's cool. Like we all mentioned before, because we saw set photos before, we didn't know how we felt exactly. Now seeing it in motion, live screen, it looks pretty cool.
I like it. That
Yeah.
Spider-Man noir look to it a bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh,
He just
yeah.
needs that trench coat and needs to be voice acted by Nick Cage.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the diversity of suits that we're getting.
Yeah,
it's kind of
for
cool.
sure.
Shield, I'm assuming, is providing these suits now.
I would think so.
Some legacy stuff from Tony, maybe the Happy brings.
Yeah, possibly. It's cool, because the costume, that black and red one you mentioned, has a touch of the Miles Morales, a touch of the Superior Spider-Man, and a little bit of the PS4 with like the white kind of emblem going on there. So it's cool. But at the end of the day, I only need 2 costumes, and that's the symbiote costume or the red and blues.
Yeah.
Just give me one of
It's
those.
coming, man.
It's
Spider-Man,
coming.
Spider-Man 3, you'll get that black
I
suit.
hope so. And he's not dancing this time.
No. I've seen that twice.
Yeah.
But Willie, with Venom out, will we get the black suit anymore?
If they don't do a symbiote, they'll do a black suit of some kind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It may not be full symbiote, probably not, but we will get that. We have to get that variant in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
for sure.
You still loving the suits?
What can I say that hasn't been said? I mean, it's a knockout. I love the suits. I really love the black and like the red one. It just like adds a little bit more pop to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Spider-Man is just like Batman. Like they always have so many different suits. They have so many
Yeah.
different costumes. Like they must like run through tailors like crazy.
Toyetic.
Like all
is
the
the
toy
term.
stuff. It's true. Like those two are I bet you those two are the best selling like toys.
There.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's the
Yeah.
highest
Yeah.
grossing toy sales.
Yeah, and because he has like a million suits.
Yeah.
Like he must have like a whole closet full of just different suits. It's like, here's my New York one, here's my LA one, here's my Hawaiian one. It's all like floral prints.
Yes. What's that? I watched Toy Story 3 recently.
Yeah.
Ken has that like Have you guys seen that? And he's got like so
Oh,
many.
I can't
yeah.
remember. I've seen it. I
Yeah,
can't
It's
remember.
really good.
Yeah.
It's very similar to that. I'm going to be an astronaut tonight.
Yeah.
Now, the biggest surprise, at least for me,
Yeah.
in this trailer was the reveal of Mysterio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Jake Gyllenhaal was only recently confirmed in the role.
Yeah.
We had seen some grainy set photos of this very Thor. I think you commented.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, very
Thor-looking
Thor-like.
character. That's even called out in the trailer too.
Yeah, by
Which is-
Flash, I think,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Thor and Iron Man combined, which is very, very true.
So at least we know Iron Man has existed in the past because he calls
Oh,
him
yeah.
Iron Man.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Definitely, because Hogan's there, right?
Yeah.
Happy Hogan.
Well, maybe he could just spin off and it's not called Stark Enterprise, it's called Hogan Enterprise.
Or Potts, because
Sad
Pepper
Hogan.
Potts.
Yeah, it could be
Sad Hogan.
Potts.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be. Yeah. He's wearing the costume that Tony designed too.
Yeah.
Shut up.
But Mysterio shows up amidst this kind of myriad of flash screens or just these quick clips on the elementals.
Yes.
So we got Hydro Man. It
looks like
a
it, yeah.
Sandman looking
Sandman,
dude,
a Molten Man.
and a Molten Man.
Yeah.
So can you shed a little bit of light, drop a bit of knowledge on us about these elemental characters?
Well, I don't know much about the elemental characters.
No?
It's pretty new to me, but just going off their glance, because in the comics, I believe they're not Sandman. Like they're
Yeah.
completely different.
I don't think this is Sandman.
I don't think it
proper.
is Sandman. But if they wanted to, because we've seen it already in the films, they
yeah.
could just be like, yeah, it's Flip Marco for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And then we could be like, because Molten Man in the comics was Liz Allen's brother or stepbrother. So you could just throw that out there if you wanted to. But either way, it's just all plays into the illusion
Yeah.
of what I think Quentin Beck as Mysterio is going to be doing, because we got that cool line where he's like, let me take care of this. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And for me, at least, I was like, cool. Like, I'm behind Mysterio being the good guy for a bit, but we know he's going to turn the tables around.
Yeah.
with
So you think this all a front, eh?
I think it's all up front. And you know what would be really cool too? Because going off of Mysterio and being like an illusionist that he is, I think the marketing is kind of speaking into how the character's power set is. So for instance, how we're all speculating, like, is it illusion? Is this
Yeah.
before or is this after? I'd really like to see Sony run with that marketing
Cool.
and give us like a before and after and really work with what Mysterio can do.
Smoke and mirrors, eh?
Smoke and mirrors, man.
it.
I'd love to see that. So hopefully we'll get that going on.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of the look? Like this Thor look. Like
Yeah.
does this translate well, do you think, into the MCU from the comic books?
This is crazy. This is right off the pages. If you look at his gauntlets, those
Yeah.
gauntlets are in the
Yeah.
comics. It's
Oh, okay.
it's crazy. Like his costume looks so good. But when you first tweeted out the photo, I remember it, and I was
Yeah.
like, I thought it was what's Chris Hemsworth's brother
Oh,
called?
Liam?
Brother
Liam. I thought it was
Yeah.
him for a second in a Thor costume, but it
Yeah.
turned out to be Jake Gyllenhaal. But when he gets his whole helmet, like fishbowl over his
Yeah.
head, I was
Yeah.
like, it works.
Yeah.
does.
This really works. Seeing him go toe to toe with the bad guy, I was like, count me in, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. He needs the helmet because without the
For
helmet,
sure.
for me, I'm kind of like just looks like Thor. He even has the cape and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And like it looks just like him. But when he puts the helmet on, and Mysterio's always been like a nice looking character. Like he's on the page, he's on the screen, he's animated. He just looks like a comic book villain.
yeah.
And I love it. And they brought him to life, and the fishbowl helmet. Oh, so cool.
Man.
Pull it off again, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that? I think it was Sam Raimi when he was like making Spider-Man 4. Mysterio was supposed to cameo at the beginning, like Spider-Man.
really?
Like
He wanted
was-
what's his name to play him? What's the guy?
Bruce
that,
Campbell.
Yeah, he wanted
Yeah.
him to play.
Oh, really?
Mysterio.
Yeah, he was supposed to be like this overweight, like kind of like bumbling idiot that Spider-Man brings in easily at the beginning. So this is his first
Interesting.
official. This is right, the first
Yeah.
official
Yeah, live action.
live action.
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree. To me, this looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The character in itself, Quentin Beck, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty stoked to see how they develop him. I'm getting that same vibe is that he's putting on a bit of the illusion.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at him using the green magic,
Yeah.
you see the the
For
symbology
sure,
in
that
there.
triangle there kind of thing going on.
This looks like they're tapping into something along those lines.
Yeah.
Is that because he's just in the comics his power set? It's not magic based, is it?
No, it's well, because his background was a special effects
Yeah.
artist, and he's basically Marvel's Scarecrow, you could say,
Oh, okay,
but
yeah.
in a more fantastical kind
Yeah.
of world. But it's never really been magic. Like he's had gadgets, I'd say
Yeah.
more so that kind of
Like illusion,
project.
yeah, projecting
like literally
gadgets.
smoke and mirrors,
Yeah.
and yeah, stuff like that.
But this looks like, to me, it looks like magic.
It does. It
Like,
does.
And to me, I like that because it ties to Doctor Strange a little bit.
Yes, if it actually is magic
Yes.
or not just an illusion, for sure.
Well, if the symbols weren't there,
Right.
Is he a failed sorcerer? Did he drop out of the school
Right.
halfway
Right.
through? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting from that. I might be reading too much into it, but it's just the fact that symbology is
Right.
there.
Right.
It makes sense to me
Yeah.
that something's going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
All illusions.
Yeah.
Who knows?
True.
Yeah.
Right? You could be saying, hey,
It
I'm a
is.
magician, but...
Because you can't sleep on Mysterio. Like, Mysterio by no means is one of my favorites. Like, he's not even on my top 5 of best villains for Spider-Man. But you can't underestimate what this character's done. Like, he's responsible for Old Man Logan. Like, he's the reasons, he set the motions of why Logan, spoilers, did what he did in Old Man Logan, right? This guy's
really?
played with Daredevil's minds and done some jacked up things. Like, he's done some horrible, horrible things. He's responsible for the Spider-Man tie-in universe where he basically tries to take over the Ultimate Universe, therefore having Miles and Spider-Man meet. Like, Mysterio can do a lot of cool things, and it looks like they're going that right route in this movie.
Yeah.
Maybe not as twisted and tormented, but if anyone can do it, going back to Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal, this guy's a class actor, man.
Yeah.
He's
World
amazing.
class.
I mean, that's why I'm kind of curious. He's such a world-class actor, and he's playing the small part. Well, not small part, but just like in one part. I'm thinking he's coming back. I think they're building to the Sinister Six movie, and I think he's going to be making an appearance again.
He's one of the members, right?
Yeah.
Well,
sure.
they teased that at the end of Homecoming, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Something
Scorpio,
like that was
Scorpion.
coming. Yeah, Scorpion, the Vulture.
Yeah.
Now you layer a Mysterio there. They're setting for something big up. Whether it's Avengers, Sinister Six, or something to that effect, I don't know. But Jake Gyllenhaal, you're right.
Yeah.
This just from this trailer, he feels like a complex enough villain, and a villain they're going to give quite a bit of time to develop. The same way they did Vulture, Killmonger, Thanos. Seems to be going down that path where the MCU has fixed their previous mistakes with the one-note villains, the very flat villains, and giving them a bit more screen time, a bit more time to develop, and an arc overall. They seem like with Quentin Beck here that there's a lot more than meets the eye. And I love your point about marketing, how they're doing this, all about illusion, smoke and mirrors in this. It's great, talking through this. I'm now more excited than I was when we started. I love this. And then the stinger at the end, guys, the Flash stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
How he loves Spider-Man, in love with Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
He's got this hate on for Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And
Classic.
just even Tom Holland's reaction there, like the thump, like
Yeah.
it's so good. This John Hughes-esque type film. And then in the mix, you've got magic, illusion, you've got crazy ass stuff going on. It shouldn't work, but man, does it ever work.
It's great.
I'm ear grinning here, guys.
Yeah, it's
pumped.
cool. It's cool. Do you guys think, over under, will we get an appearance of Vulture, do you think?
I think so.
Michael
They
Keaton?
gotta build this idea of Sinister Six. I don't think we're gonna get an outright appearance.
Yeah.
It may be another stinger type thing.
Yeah.
Where, because Michael Keaton's got to come back, right?
Exactly.
He's got to come back, and stinger role, maybe not quite Venom-esque, but
Yeah.
a bit more akin to what we saw in Homecoming,
Yeah.
right? Just teasing that. Very similar along the lines that we saw in Justice League about this like very heavy-handed reference. Yeah, we're building something here.
Right.
A 3 down, 3 to go type thing reference from maybe Michael Keaton in there.
Right.
Well,
That's something I could see.
Right.
They need Doc Ock.
Yeah, what
Because
do you
he
think?
is Spider-Man's Joker, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are they going to go Doc Ock, do you think? Do you think
They
they'll go
have
full,
to.
or do you think they'll go
Osborn?
Osborn's out there, Doc Ock, but or some of the like a Prowler, right?
Well,
Some
see,
of the
that's what I was
stuff
going to ask you guys next, because I think it'd be cool, obviously, if we see Donald Glover show up again as the Prowler, and even get another mention of Miles, because
That'd be cool.
the Spyverse is out there.
Yeah.
But the other thing is like I mentioned before, we saw the homeless shelter at the beginning, which I mentioned. Maybe we get Mr. Negative in there. That'd be a pretty cool member to join the Sinister Six. But Doc Ock ultimately should be the one that plans it all. He did it in the comics. It would make so much sense to have him, because you could build him up. You don't have to throw him right in there.
Yep.
You could have him kind of pulling it together, and at the end you're like, whoa, this guy did all this.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the coolest thing.
Is there a character that you could port over and introduce another Sinister Six member in a different Avengers film? So you're not relying on Spider-Man continuing to build this up, that it's become something bigger within the MCU, like say in Doctor Strange or some other character you do see a member of the Sinister Six. Like, that's, to me, building this into your next Avengers film before you eventually get to Secret Invasion or something, right? How cool would that be? Sinister
That would
Six
be
film?
really cool, to build it up in the other standalone films.
Yeah.
basically, yeah. If there's an Iron Man still around, I would definitely say Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you could have even Octopus working underneath Osborn, and then he's
Yes.
developing that
Yeah.
what's the word I'm looking for right now? But that hate, basically,
Yeah.
that rivalry between him and Osborn would be
Could
fantastic.
you do Reed Richards? Speaking about fantastic,
Oh,
Reed Richards,
man.
Doc Ock, Reed Richards, Norman
Ooh.
Osborn.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might not need Tony Stark. You could
No.
go Reed Richards, something along those
Yeah.
lines, right?
Yeah.
Bring
definitely.
back William Dafoe.
He's looking a bit old. He's got his own franchise now.
Yeah, that's right. $1 billion franchise.
Yeah.
I love that idea, though. Yeah, definitely. To have the Sinister Six build up in other parts of the MCU would be.
Yeah. And just have it as a running theme as you're building the scroll thing in the background.
Yes.
Man, I tell you.
Huge.
All up here.
like if you guys, Kevin Feige, if you're listening and you're having problems running this MCU thing, just give us a call.
Yeah.
We'll lend a hand.
He's real struggling.
Free of charge. We won't even pay him.
Yeah, I will come sit on set.
Yeah, actually, we'll pay him.
I'll
to,
go on
like,
sabbatical.
Yeah.
I gotta bring my kids though. My wife. That's all good.
Stop
All right, guys,
bugging Iron Man.
I think across the board here, we all seem relatively hyped for this
Yeah.
thing. It's exciting. There's a lot more, just love in the air right now for this
Yeah.
film. I think even then when we started talking about it, I'm super stoked about
For
this.
sure.
I'm happy we got to sit down and catch this trailer before we kind of go on a little bit of, we're not going to record next week because we already got an episode cock-locked and ready to rock. So next week when you guys tune in, you'll be hearing our 2019 year look forward, our most anticipated for this year, talking about comics, collecting, films, and also doing our box office draft. Now, again, we'll put the caveat on there that we did record this a week ago, back to back with 2018's year in review. So it may sound a little out of date with certain things with regards to trailers, first looks, and all that. But nonetheless, we had a ton of fun recording it. The fantasy draft is done. But you guys have to tune in next week to figure out where everyone landed as far as their picks, what we got. And then once that once that episode drops, I'll throw it up online just so you guys can see what we came out. We saw Damon. Man, we saw what he grabbed from that.
Yes.
His looks pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I think he has it in the bag, man.
In the
I think
bag.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
In the
just
bag.
looking it over, he probably win with just like half of them.
Yeah. He did really well there. So
Yeah.
shout out to him and shout out to everyone else. Shout out to
Yeah.
the Twitter gang. It's been an absolute ton of fun here, guys.
Yes.
We got to get some quick thank yous before we do sign off. As always, like to thank Rob Wade for Emotionally 14 endorsing this podcast. You can check out everything that he does, including our podcast, which just goes up there as an endorsement on emotionally14.com. You can check out everything that we do on the nerdroom.net and StarWarsCommonwealth.com.
Yes.
And you can always hit us up on Twitter handles at the end of the episode. Please jump into the Twitter gang conversation. There's a lot going on. It blew up today. We're always chatting. We're going back and forth, debating in a kind, friendly fashion.
Yeah.
Everyone's opinion matters, and it's an absolute ton of fun to get into that conversation.
Always.
So, with that being said, gentlemen, until next week for the Nerd Room, I'm Tim.
I'm Troy. Sorry, you know what? I just remembered something because you just brought up it's kind of been seen in my head here. Sorry to do this, guys. You just mentioned where could we seat other characters in the MCU from the Sinister Six?
Okay,
and
yeah.
it's just marinating and
Yeah.
Black Panther 2, Craven the Hunter. There,
Oh
that's it. There
my
you go.
god,
it.
that's
There.
perfect.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, guys. I'm
No,
Troy.
that was well worth the interruption.
All right, let's crack that one more time. I'm Tim.
I'm Troy.
I'm Troy.
Of course you did. Give it to me. I got 2 weeks that I got to go with that. Listen to this.
I gotta get some of this. I gotta feel it. I gotta feel it.
All in here.
I'm Sunjay.
And thank you for entering the Nerd Room. This has been a Nerd Room podcast production. You can find our hosts, Tim, Troy, and Sunjay on Twitter at TheNerdRM, TroyTheBoy87, and Sunjabby. For more content from the Nerd Room, check out thenerdroom.net. And don't forget to subscribe to the Nerd Room on iTunes, Podbean, and YouTube. Be sure to head over to StarWarsCommonwealth.com to find more podcasts in the Star Wars Commonwealth Podcast Network, including Talk Star Wars, Tumbling Saber, Generation X-Wing, Rogue Squadron Podcast, Skyrim's Podcast, and San Diego Sabres. Follow the Star Wars Commonwealth on Twitter at SW Commonwealth and take your first steps into a larger world.